Hey, what's up guys? This is Marcel, and in today's video I'm gonna share a little bit about Zanzibar immigration and some other stuff. I'm here at the Park Hyatt in Zanzibar in Stone Town, and I just enjoyed a beautiful breakfast here at the hotel. I came here already 4 months ago for the first time, and I really can recommend this place. A beautiful breakfast buffet, great selection, not so many people, very affordable price. It's about $20 which you have to pay, or it's the equivalent of 45,000 shillings. Yeah, it's not overcrowded here. The building is just beautiful. It's an old building, probably dating from the Portuguese ages, like a few hundred years old, and it's right at the beach side. You can overlook the harbor and you can see and watch the ferries traveling from Stone Town Harbor to Dar es Salaam, going to Dar es Salaam. And yeah, I like to hang out here. It's quiet, it's nice, and yeah, today is my off day. I'm working here on the other side of Zanzibar in Kiwengwa for a German company. Actually, it's a hotel. I'm a chef, and I just recently started a job here. And Sundays is my off day, and today it's time for an update. And I want to share a little bit about how I got here actually. The first time I traveled to Zanzibar was in April this year, so it was about 6 months ago, right? It was end of April. And at this time, Zanzibar was a kind of a famous escape place for people who, let's say, wanted to escape the Corona madness, the Corona hoax, as I call it, the most brutal public relations scam in human history. But that's a different topic. But nevertheless, it affects us all, and it also affects me. And I got a tip from somebody to travel to Tanzania, especially to Zanzibar, because here there is no Corona, there are no measurements, there are no mandates or any other restrictions. And at the time when I traveled here, you didn't need a PCR test. That was not required. The airlines, though, already required a PCR test. So it didn't actually really matter whether or not Tanzania required a PCR test, because the airline required one anyway. So you needed to do one. But now, since so 6 months later, now I arrived here end of September, things have changed a little bit, and also especially since the former president Magufuli was removed from office by a heart attack. So he suddenly passed away very mysteriously. Some of you might know this, and now they got a new president. It's a lady, and she is connected to the World Economic Forum, and you can see already now things changing a little bit. You see more people walking around with masks and stuff, so that was not the time when I was here 6 months ago. So when I traveled here, I flew directly from Dubai to Zanzibar International Airport, and I needed to provide a PCR test. That's mandatory. But also the airlines require a PCR test. So this is one thing you need to you have to know. Even, let's say, one country does not require a PCR test, it is not relevant, because all the airlines basically require a test. And if you do not have a test, you cannot even board the plane anymore. Yeah. So you need a test either way. But now Tanzania requires also a test. And upon my arrival here, they checked the test. Yeah, they collected the printouts, and that was pretty much it. Then you go through the immigration. That was pretty straightforward here. You have to pay your $50 in cash to obtain your tourist visa. Then you get a stamp, and then you're out of the immigration. So from arrival, from touchdown to picking up my luggage, it took probably a 20-minute max. So that was a really good thing. The airport is very small. I saw they built a new terminal. There's a very modern big building there. They added that, but I'm not sure if this is already in operation. When I arrived here, we arrived at this little local old-fashioned style airport, which actually reminds me of the Philippines a lot, you know. I love these airports because the good thing with these airports is, you know, like they're very small, and you land, you walk to the arrival hall, which is not really a arrival hall, it's rather a arrival room. Yeah, 30 years old, everything is like really run down, but it has its own charm. You arrive in the arrival room, if you have to go through immigration, you go through immigration. There are maybe 1 or 2 counters max, but it goes pretty fast because there is no traffic. You know, how many planes are arriving at this airport? Maybe every 3 or 4 hours one plane, so it goes pretty fast. And once you pass immigration, you pick up your luggage. There's only one luggage belt, and everything goes very fast. Yeah, it's a matter of like 20 to 30 minutes max, and you're out of the airport. You know, and that was the experience here in Zanzibar. In Dar es Salaam 6 months ago, it took a little bit longer, but the airport also was quite empty. Yeah. So these are the requirements here in Tanzania now, in Zanzibar. Other than that, it's pretty much a very relaxed life. You know, as I just mentioned, I enjoyed my breakfast here. They don't wanted to see any test or any jab report, proof of a jab, you know. Nothing like that. You just go inside the hotel. I just went inside and asked if I can have a breakfast, and they said no problem, have a breakfast. So this is really good. A lot of things are really relaxed here, not like in Europe, not like in Germany or in other countries. Still, you already see people walking around with masks from time to time, and here in the hotel, the employees also have to wear a face mask. I know this is a hotel policy, even if people don't like to do it, but it's just a hotel policy, so they have to do it. Yeah, and I also work in a hotel, in a 5-star hotel on the east coast of Zanzibar, in Kiwengwa. And this hotel is currently under construction. We are going to open beginning of December. And here's the bad news. So I was really looking much forward to come to Zanzibar because I knew the place already. And also I knew there is no corona madness going on here. Relatively low compared to other countries. It's really a nice hideout place, you know. But the other day we had a morning briefing. You know, our general manager and our head of departments, every morning we have a morning briefing at 9 a.m. And suddenly our general manager announced the news that he wants to jab all employees. His goal is to give the jab to 90 or 95% of our employees. And I was really shocked to hear that, you know. Yeah, this is crazy, you know. Out of all places, out of all destinations, now this place now is trying to force or to convince or to persuade people to get the shot, you know. And the good news is, though, it's not mandatory. So he said it's optional. Yeah, it's optional, but still he would like to see that as many people as possible get the shot. Of course, my heart rate began to rise instantly when I received this news, and I just kept quiet for a moment, didn't say anything, and we'll see how it goes. So Tuesday next week is this day. They invite some people from some hospital here, and they organize this whole thing. So I will not attend. Of course, I didn't come to Zanzibar to get the shot, you know. And since it is optional, I have an option, right? And this option is to stay clean, to stay safe, right? And to stay healthy. And let's see what his reaction will be. For sure, they will probably ask me to come there, or they're wondering, hey, Marcel, did you already get the shot? Where are you? We haven't seen you today. And then I will just say, no, I will not get the shot. Yeah? And then I don't care what they think or say. If somebody makes a strange face or makes a stupid or irritating comment, I will just say, hey, listen, you mentioned that this is optional, right? And so, since it is optional, that means I have an option. I have two options. Option number one is to get the shot. And option number two is to not get the shot. And I chose option number two. End of story. And then let's see what is happening. If they will make trouble for me because of that, then I know what to do. And the thing I'm going to do then is just to buy my return flight. But not back to Germany, of course. I'm just buying another ticket and an exit flight, you know. Probably spend some weeks or months here on Zanzibar as a tourist, but certainly not working for this company. If they force me to do this. But it is optional at the moment. In any case, I'm ready to make my next move. Well, this is how it is at the time being for me. It's kind of always on the run. But this is going to continue probably for the next at least few years. I also know that this is definitely a thing coming from my company. Here in Zanzibar or in Tanzania, there is no mandatory jabbing going on. I clarified it with my general manager before I signed my contract. Before I signed my contract, I asked him, do I need to get jabbed in order to work in Tanzania? He said, no, you don't need to get jabbed. It's optional, you know. If you want to get it, then get it. But if you don't, so. And I relied on that, and only based on that information, I signed the contract. So now I'm coming here, and after 2 weeks, I get this information already that he wants to jab up all the people. And this is kind of crazy. I'm very upset about this. But again, he said it's optional, so I take his word. And let's see. But anyway, I know what to do. You know, it's not the first time this year that I made myself very clear. They wanted to do this in Egypt as well. You know, they wanted to. They forced all the employees to get the jab, to get the shot. And if some employee didn't want to, they just fired these employees basically. And I went to my general manager at the time and told him, listen up, my friend. I make this very clear and straightforward here. I will not get the shot, very simple. And if this includes losing my job, then so be it. And then I lost my job a few days later. Who knows what really the reason was? I just can speculate. But anyway, I did it already once. And it felt really good, you know. I'm not scared, you know. I know what my values are. I do my research. I know what's going on. And nobody can bullshit me or force me or blackmail me or any kind of these crazy things. I know who I am. I know what I want. I know what's going on. And I'm man enough to take care of myself. And if some idiot wants to blackmail me into anything, I just give him the bird and I'm out of here. Very simple. So this is a little bit a bittersweet news, actually. Yeah, I did not expect it, but this is how it is. You see, guys, this is how it. This is the new abnormal. You know, you either comply or you don't comply. It's your choice. I can only speak for myself, and I chose to stay free and healthy and clean. And if this includes leaving Zanzibar maybe in the near future because some crazy hotel policy or company policy requires me to get a shot, then so be it, you know. Then, you know, there are other places where I can work, you know. Of course, it's inconvenient always to travel from here to there. I like to travel, I love traveling, but, you know, you know, just moving every 2 weeks or 3 weeks is a little bit inconvenient then. But anyway, other than that, I have settled in Zanzibar. Slowly I have arrived. I'm getting used to the people, getting used to mentality. I'm getting used to the mentality, to the environment. Like I said, I was here in April 6 months ago, and it was vacation, it was holiday. So when you work here, it's of course always a little bit different than just being on a vacation, right? So, but anyway, the good thing was that I knew Zanzibar already, and I knew the people a little bit, I knew about the mentality. But yeah, the people are really nice here, very friendly. Certainly, it's going to be challenging also, yeah. But overall, I have a good feeling, and it's also good for me because I have to adopt differently again. It's a new continent for me, it's a new country. Never worked in sub-Saharan Africa before. I worked with people from sub-Saharan Africa before in other countries, like in Germany, for example. But I never worked in a sub-Saharan country. And I know from many people that this is really, or it can be really a challenging thing because of so many different reasons, you know, economic reasons, cultural reasons, mentality reasons, everything. Poverty is a big issue here in these countries. But what I have seen so far with working with my colleagues, you know, which are all local people, 95% are locals, really good experience so far. Yeah. So that's why I'm looking forward, and I keep you posted, of course, probably every Sunday so far. This is going to be my off day. And I just wanted to give you this update today about the immigration, about the other thing. And next week I'm going to be back with another update, and let's see what I'm gonna, what kind of news I will come up next week. And for sure, I will inform you about the outcome of next week's Tuesday's shot day or jab day, okay? Because I'm also very excited to see how they're gonna react when I refuse to do that, you know, because I know for sure, I haven't talked to anybody of my team yet, but I'm pretty sure there are maybe many people, at least a few people who do not want to get the shot as well, but now they are feeling like being forced into it, you know, because they are scared of losing their jobs. And this is how the game is being played. It's a criminal game, in my opinion. And I know of people who were forced into to do this, you know, because they said you either take the shot or you lose your job. So I will not go into this topic too much today, but I don't need to tell you, it's going on everywhere. They blackmail people, they push people, they threaten people. And in my opinion, this is a criminal thing, and it's no wonder, because there is a criminal syndicate. It's a crime syndicate who is behind this whole thing. We all know this, or some of you know this. I know some of you probably will deny this. I don't care. You have to get used to the fact there is a crime syndicate behind this, and I don't agree to this. And I'm also afraid that some of my colleagues who do not want to do this will do it because they are scared of losing their jobs in the future. It's a criminal thing. You should not do this. For me, it's very clear. Nobody can force me to do anything except I force myself to do it, or I choose to do it. So with that being said, I'm checking out for today. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know your comments. Let me know your opinions. I know this is a controversial topic. I don't need to tell you, but I have a very strong point here, and I'm standing very firmly with my viewpoint here. It's not only a viewpoint. Yeah? just to let you know also how I think about this whole situation. Yeah? So that I'm very clear here on this topic. All right, so if you want to follow me, subscribe and like the video. If you say, oh, this is a crazy conspiracy theorist here, this guy, then I don't care. Then please never watch my videos again. You have other YouTubers you can follow and watch. Anyway, I welcome everybody. And yeah, have a good time, have a nice Sunday, and I see you in the next video. Take care, bye-bye.